I need to get back on my movie game. I think the last movie I seen was Shrek 2.
Was that before or after Spy Kids?
That's after.
What about Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
No, I never seen that.
What?
Both of you have seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
No.
See, okay. That's not...
That sounds like some weird...
It's like a knockoff Spy Kids, and then at like one point George Lopez like a giant like TV screen.
Oh no!
And it's like the most terrifying.
You lost me at knockoff Spy Kids.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of From the Gallery. We have a special guest in house today.
Woo!
Hi there.
Hello.
Hey.
How you doing?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
Halcyon, he has a dope channel. Check it out. Go subscribe. Make some dope videos.
I don't know if you want me to say it.
You can if you want. Tell him again.
Go subscribe.
There you go.
Halcyon.
There you go.
What's the thing you do? Like,
perfect. Yeah. He's a natural. I love it. All right. Anyway, we have 4 cars that we're going to be taking a look at today. They've been uploaded to the gallery at fitmentindustries.com. So if you're looking to get your car featured, you want us to talk about it, add your car to the gallery, fitmentindustries.com/add. And then email us, shop at fitmentindustries.com with the subject line, review my ride. Say something nice, you know, please and thank you. And we'll put it in the Excel spreadsheet and we'll get to it.
the fastest growing online gallery.
Yeah.
This guy's got it down.
Exactly.
You studied.
Thank you.
I watched a few videos.
And before we get into it, don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. And don't forget to check out the wheel giveaway we got going on with ESR4s right now. Pick up this shirt, that windbreaker, or a hoodie. Every $5 spent on those.
An entry, baby.
Entry and to win a free set of ESR4's multi-piece wheels. Other than that, I think we're ready to get into it. Ready?
Let's go.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
Number 1 of the day. We have a 2014 Volkswagen Golf on some rotiform WRWs, 18 by 8.5 plus 35 in the front, so it's a staggered setup. Okay. 18 by 9.5 plus 35 in the rear. Some Dunlop Le Mans 215/35 on some VWR air suspension. So, Dakota, I'll let you take this off. You're a Volkswagen guy now. So.
Yeah, oh, that's true. I'll warn Anthony right away. This tablet is bunk, and you're probably gonna it up at some point. So just, it's okay. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
No, it's a Walmart.
So this, I wish I knew what the wrap was. Does anyone know what the wrap is? The Yako? I'm not sure. I kind of like it though.
Sounds like a food brand or something.
I should do a Wonder Bread wrap on my wagon.
Yeah.
You just inspired me. Anyways, okay.
Why Wonder Bread though?
Because it's white, and then you can put all the color spots on it. Mm-hmm. It looked dope.
Okay.
I mean, you kind of like look like Wonder Bread.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. You know, you're just like white and like golden on the outside.
Thank you. I feel really good about myself. Yeah, Halcyon came out and said I look like bread. All right, moving forward.
Whose is this, by the way?
What's we didn't get the IG. Hoonigan_43.
Hoonigan43.
So this is Ken Block's GTI. Just kidding. Maybe. Who knows? Okay, so these, I feel like I haven't seen these rotiforms before.
I'm going to be honest, I don't think I have either.
They're kind of unique. They kind of look like a sink drain. I don't know if I'm like super feeling it. The Fitment's good. I like that it's on air suspension. Normally rotiforms and Golfs like go hand in hand like bread and butter. We'll just keep the bread train going.
Wonder Bread and butter.
But these ones, I don't know. The face is almost too thick on them for me. Okay. I dig the wrap though. I like that it's white and then it puts in a little pop of color of green, yellow, and like a dark greenish. It's different.
Packer colors.
Yeah. Whoa. All right. I like that. I think it looks good. 215/35. I know he's doing that. Probably get the Fitment, but man,
those are tiny.
Those look like rubber bands on there. I would like to see maybe a little thicker sidewall on there, but you probably can't fit them. I'm guessing he's doing it for the stance. Overall, pretty solid car. A few things I'd change.
Sure. Want to go next?
Sure.
All right, give her a whirl.
All right, so I'm not crazy about the Yako wrap, but I do like these wheels. I have seen them in their 3-piece variant before. Okay. It is a very thick face, so maybe if there were more supporting mods to go along with it, it would help kind of just help that flow a little better, but I like it overall. Super clean. The back looks real good to me. Yeah. Not crazy about the front on this generation. Just the overall stance. Really good.
Cool. Yeah, I like it too. They remind me, what is it, like the TMBs that they had? There's like a very similar design, so it's like kind of just like a more like negative spoke design because like you're taking more out of it. I don't know, a little different, but I think the Volkswagen, especially like the Golfs and GTIs and stuff, can really pull off that look. Yeah, that tire is tiny.
Very tiny.
I can't believe how tiny that is.
That was 10 times louder than I thought it
Well, then, yeah, I think it looks really clean. I actually kind of dig the wrap. I have no idea what it means, but I think it looks pretty cool. I like the color scheme that he's got going on.
Yeah, can we
Yako?
get a check up on that?
Yeah, I'm gonna fact check that. What if it's like something terrible?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks like I'm pretty sure it's oil, European oil. Sorry, we didn't know that. Don't got European oil.
You ready to rate it? I don't think we got any other, yeah, that's about it. Okay. So, out of 10, on 3. You got a number?
I'm still thinking. Okay.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 7.5.
Anthony, what'd you say?
So we're doing the halves.
You can. Yeah.
Okay. All right, 7.
7?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
It's a nice car.
Yeah, it's a good one to start off with.
Solid.
So, moving right along into a 2002 Acura RSX on some work VSKFs.
All
Damn! 18 by 10.5, -3 in the front, 18 by 11.5, +3 in the rear. Toyota Proxys, 21540s and 22540s on some Air Force air suspension.
Straight from the Air Force, baby. Let's go.
I'll start this one off. So this is Gnarl Flosses Filthies. 2002.
Filthy.
I think this thing is just absolutely insane. Those front fenders are pretty wild. It's almost like we got like the cutouts going on there.
Kind of like a Jay's Racing style.
I still will never understand how you do not just have rock chips all over the entire car. I still like how they look, but
Yeah, it impresses me, honestly, it does. Other than that, looks like we got some side skirts going on. Stock exhaust, that surprises me.
weird flex.
Weird flex, but all right. Fitment overall, that is pretty crazy. A 215 on a 10.5.
Oof, I have a
What?
215
That's
on
a
a 9.5,
big
and that's
stretch. Jeez.
that's a decent stretch on there.
Yeah, looks like we got some stuff going on under the hood. I love the color. I
Is
would
anything
imagine.
tighter going on? Like any tighter pictures?
Not that I see.
That's a shame.
Yeah, I wish I would know what's all going on under there. It looks like the car is probably wrapped. Or paint, might be paint, but I would imagine probably wrapped. I love RSXs. This thing looks absolutely wild. There's a lot of work that went into this. I can really respect it.
Okay, yeah, we got like a polished valve cover. It looks like all looks really good.
I would imagine it's like tucked and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, some of them Honda boys go wild.
I definitely can really appreciate the wide body work. You know, instead of just like
Right. It
tossing
still looks very like stock
fenders
body,
in
but
Yeah.
like, definitely a lot of cutting.
very
and pulling.
interesting shape from the side of the fender.
Yeah.
Okay, that I'm not as crazy about it from that side. From the back, I love it, but when you start looking at it on the side, it's a little interesting.
It's just kind of like a squared off.
But
like
overall,
bread.
the fitment's crazy. The stretch is crazy. I'd love to see this thing rolling.
Yeah, that'd be wild.
I know. I wish there was always rolling shots.
I like it.
Cool.
Let me check.
There's
her
a
out.
video. Maybe you can.
Oh, yeah, scrub
we
through
could've did
that.
We should have did that right away. Hopefully it shows some of the engine bay and stuff. 'Cause I want to check that out. But yeah, this thing's pretty wild. Sick
So
chairs.
far, I've seen chairs and a.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
there it is rolling.
Oh, okay,
and,
yeah,
and
that's
she looks
tough.
pretty dope rolling.
That actually looks really
Especially
good.
for on air, because sometimes when you get those wild stretches
Yeah.
and when you're on air, those guys ride at like a pretty high ride height and
Yeah.
it just looks bunk, but this guy's killing it.
I'm actually really surprised. Like that.
He might be doing it for the shot too.
Sure.
Mm.
Like just kind of like, okay, how low can I
Yeah.
actually?
It's like grabbing the steering wheel.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
But yeah, this thing is super dope. Looks like there's a lot of time that went into this car. I think the wheel choice on here is sick. They're kind of played out, but like they look good on an RSX. I like the big lip on there and the stance setup for these cars. Seeing all the work in the engine bay and stuff like that, it's pretty freaking cool. I like there's a lot going on, yet it's so like smooth and simple looking. You know, there's not a ton of aggressive aero or anything like that. It is a very much like Stancy Boy setup, so I'm sure a few people will hate it a lot. But I think it's pretty dope. The fender looks a little strange to me. Front fenders, some angles looks
The way
good.
that it's like cut out.
Yeah, some angles it looks like still working on it. But yeah, going through some of these pictures again, I don't know what else I would necessarily do to it. I'm just, my biggest gripe with it is those front fenders from certain angles just look a bit off. Ooh, the headlights, when you get up close to those, that's kind of cool that they're painted and
Was that
stuff like
white?
that.
Yeah.
white with like a splatter, a little flake in there and stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I thought they were stock headlights at first.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those cars that the longer you look at it, you kind of pick out more and more things, which I definitely respect. Yeah, I like it.
Cool. Ready to give it a rate?
Let's go ahead.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3, 8.
8. I'm
still at 7.
So it was the fenders, wasn't it? Yep. All right, moving right along. We have 2005 Dodge Neon
Oh, my boys.
SRT4.
Bring them out! Bring them out!
So we got some ARC ARO5s, 17 by 8.5 plus 30 in the front, 17 by 9.5 plus 22 in the rear. Some Nankang tires, 20540 and a 21540 on some airlift air performance.
Military out here
suspension.
sponsoring everybody.
R. Miller 482 Dodge Neon. Obviously, fenders rolled slight rub at full turn. Typical Stancy boy things. I'll let you start this one off.
All right. Let's see what we got. We got the carbon by design double induction hood there. Looks good. 205/40 on an 8.5. All right, it's a pretty mild stretch. Yeah, these cars don't leave a lot of room under the fender without having to cut away. So I feel that. We got the
Nice.
PVO molded. Yeah, it looks like it's the molded version. Very nice.
My girlfriend had that on her SRT.
Oh, you tell me your girl had a
Back in the day, yeah.
Oh,
She has a Civic SI now.
I love the white on white. It would personally drive me crazy that the whites are two different shades.
Sure.
Because the stone white is like kind of like a creamier white.
Yeah,
Now it's much like a bright white, and you can really tell in this picture that they're very different shades. But overall, it looks good. It's an ACR, so that's bonus
cool.
points. Yeah, 2005 white ACR. Not a lot of those made. I like it a lot.
Didn't
Got
the
a big front mount.
ACRs come with like factory BBS wheels?
Factory BBSs and Koni 5-way adjustable shocks.
He probably ripped. Well, he did rip both those.
Yeah, obviously.
Rip.
I like it though.
Cool.
Big fan.
Here you go, sir.
Oh, all right. So yeah, seeing an ACR is cool. I feel like they had different seats too, or was it just the ACR was
Different-
embroidered?
And they had inserts
Okay.
for the seatbelt.
So part of me, like, I like the car, but part of me eats at me a little bit because like the ACR is that special edition that comes with the BBS wheels.
Yeah.
It has the factory stripes on it, and
Well, that one's the commemorative edition.
oh, is it? I
Yeah.
thought all the ACRs had
No,
the.
no.
Oh, were they in different colors too than other than white?
Commemorative, yes. So
Okay.
black, blaze orange, yeah, those three.
Okay.
Those three colors.
Cool. So it's kind of cool to see somebody modify them because they're generally left stock, but part of me kind of just like leave it alone. Like, but I'm not a purist or anything like that.
No, of course not.
I think the trunk looks super good. Big fan of the hood too. It just makes these little neons look super aggressive. It's funny how aggressive you can make these cars look for what they are.
They're so small and so pissed off.
Yeah,
like,
and
I love it.
Their exhaust. Too. But no, this one looks dope. His fitment's good. Wheel choice, I like the white on white. I think that looks dope. I don't know. I probably would have went with a different wheel. I think like some like work Kiwamis or something like that would look super dope on there. Yeah, I think it's pretty sweet. I guess you don't see a ton of SRTs on air and stuff like that, so it's cool. It's different. That's what I take on it.
No, I really dig it. I love the white SRT4s. Unfortunately, we don't get to see a lot of like clean examples up here in Wisconsin. They're usually pretty, either beat up or rusted out or
Clap!
or both. Clap, yeah, for a better, lack of a better word. But overall, this thing looks really good. I would probably agree. I would probably want with a different wheel choice, just because. On this side it does look pretty good, but they're not like a true directional wheel.
Yeah,
so you
that's
got
what's
the
throwing me off too.
throwing them on a different direction on the other side. But overall, I love the hood. I love the trunk. I think he's got some good stuff going on. I love that it's on air. Like you said, that's not something you see a whole lot of. I dig it. I always like these cars.
They're fun cars.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. On 3. 1, 2, 3, 8.
7.
Alrighty.
Pretty neutral across the board this whole episode.
All right. So here's one.
What's this final one?
Better be a freaking good one.
Oh, it's a good one.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
2004 Subaru Forester.
Oh, all right.
On some Workmeister.
Yes.
Oh.
3-piece wheels, 18 by 11 plus 22 all around. Some Toyo Proxys R888s.
Damn,
315/30 on some Airlift Air Performance air suspension. So this is Tim Tan's 2004. Doesn't really have anything else listed here, but by the pictures, you can really kind of tell what we got going on. So we got a nice gray Forester. We got a nice trunk setup.
Beautiful trunk setup.
Wow. I'm sorry, it looks like we got a little bit of a kitchen in the back, but
Is it hardwood floors in the back?
hardwood floors in the back. I'm sorry.
You're not a fan?
So many. It's the go-to. You get air. You put hardwood floors in the back, and to me, it's like you're building a kitchen back there. Like, why are you putting wood in the back of it? I'd like to see. Like, we've seen a couple setups that are really cool. Like, you do some suede or Alcantara or something like that. Looks really cool. It's just everybody does the fake wood floors. Even if you do real, I just stop. No more. No more.
All right, well, I'm going to do concrete.
Thank you.
Polished concrete
That would
floor.
be cool. And then we paint some like basketball lines on there and put a hoop back there. It'd be dope.
Like a little putt-putt.
Mini golf. That would be cool. Wood is out. Concrete's in.
Oh my god. Moving on, it looks like we got like the starlight roof on there. That nice hardline setup. This thing is really killer.
Retrofit
headlights.
There's a lot of stuff going on.
Look at them. Look at that. Look at that.
Meaty.
I love that meaty stand setup.
I love these wheels. Like that color way on these Workmeisters looks so damn good. Those R888s and that 315/30.
315.
315/30. Forester.
That's a big.
This thing is so
She
freaking clean.
thick.
I love this thing so freaking much.
And I have to assume he's putting. I've seen this car at shows before. I don't know much about Subaru motors because they're like sideways and
Yeah, they're kind of
weird. But
Thick.
from what I remember, he's got a lot of stuff going on under the hood too, probably to put those 315s to work.
I hope so.
Love it. Love
Thick.
the gray, and you can tell in this one picture that it actually has like a pearlescent to it.
Ooh, that's a gorgeous
right
color.
here on the hood.
Yeah.
So it looks great. Fitment is super on point. Big Brembos behind those Meisters.
There's a lot of good stuff.
I love it.
Man, how much does Forester worth?
And he's got the visual AutoWorks window vents in the back. Yeah.
Window vents or were they rain guards? Because Jones hates rain guards.
No, it's window vents.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
All right. I couldn't see. So.
I agree. I feel the sentiment about.
Oh!
I hate rain guards.
These guys hate the f***ing rain. No rain.
No, we hate rain protection.
Rain protection.
Beautiful. Yeah, I love it.
Hell yeah.
All right, take her away,
see
Dakota.
this.
Wrap her up.
All right, so I love this thing. It is wild. But the R888's on here. I know he's, like you said, he's putting down some power and stuff like that, but I don't think he's like taking a track or anything.
No.
That is just a flex.
Oh, big-
Those R888s are a flex. God damn. This thing looks super dope. The color I absolutely love. And like you said, it kind of has like a pearlescent to it and color shifts a little bit, which is phenomenal. And then the wheel choice with the wheel color, perfect. I wouldn't change a single thing about
Same.
that. I absolutely love, and I think this is where, I think I've said this before too, but like this is what's going to be trending. Like everyone's going to be going towards that meaty stance,
Yeah.
even
Just
on
a
bags
very-
and stuff
yeah.
like that. Just it looks so freaking good, and you keep that functionality, which is awesome. 315s are just so goddamn thick on there, and it looks so good. The interior is so dope. I love it. I'll give you a pass on the hardwood kitchen floors in the
That's
back.
big.
That is big. I'm not even mad because damn. And normally, like, I'm not even about the Rolls Royce, the roof LEDs going on. I'm like, that gets a little tacky sometimes, but this was executed so well. I love
a nice
just
color
the
choice.
slight touches of color throughout the car is just super cool. Brings it all together on the interior. This car has been done from the inside out and executed perfectly.
Damn, boy!
That's a thick boy.
Ready to give her a rate? I think I got my number. 3, 2, 1.
9.5. I wanted to do a 10 so bad, but then the kitchen floor haunted me. I said I gave him a pass, but I really
That
did.
you really didn't. Though.
9.5. Sorry.
But solid points across the board.
Oh, hell yeah. That was a phenomenal. That was probably one of the best Foresters I've ever seen.
All right, well, that about wraps up. Thank you, Anthony, for coming on. Thanks for
for having
hanging
me.
out. Yeah,
Appreciate it.
absolutely. And if you haven't checked out Halcyon's channel, go check him out. Give him a subscribe.
Fire
Watch his
content.
videos. It's like just absolutely.
You get to film the
Extraordinary.
Mitsubishi Evo and Fast and Furious.
Yeah, that was
Yes.
awesome.
Wild.
Yes.
Insane
That was so
stuff.
I remember we
cool
all
car.
huddled around to watch a video. Like,
Yep. The team watched that one.
Wow.
That was a
Dang.
good one.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, so thank you so much for coming on. Thank you guys
you
so
for
much for
having
watching. Don't forget to subscribe,
Yeah.
hit that like button, and don't forget to add your car to be featured in an upcoming episode. fitmentindustries.com/ad. Real quick, like all that good stuff. Other than that, that about wraps up. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you later.
Peace.
Peace.